Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Blind. I know I'm on a Final Fantasy IV kick recently, but that's just because I want to actually put the time and effort into Banjo-Kazooie that it deserves. So, therefore, we are playing Final Fantasy IV. So, yeah, I don't even know if there's anything left for me to do in this cave other than leave. However, I don't remember who, someone mentioned something about the second save point, and that there might be a secret in there. So that is where we are going to head, and I was literally about to comment on our lack of battles and be like, well, maybe all the enemies ran away because we defeated the Dark Elf, but alas, that was not the case. All the enemies are still around. But their encounter rate seems to be bearable at the moment, at very least. So I'm not too worried about them. However, our HP is kind of low, so that's the save point right there, isn't it? Can we just please get there, and then we can, like, use an escape, or no, not an escape rope, an emergency exit. This is not Pokemon! What is this? And this is also not the save point! What? Okay, that's like the worst group right there, because they could probably kill me, even with my with my HP at what it is right now. Not even with. I said it like my HP was something fantastic, but it's not. In fact, it's something really not good. Get inside. Okay, here's the save point. So, is there a secret in this one, apparently? Nothing over there. Can I just happen to, like, go through the ceiling somehow? No. Nothing are in these boxes, and I can't do anything with that fire. I can't get through there. Is there... Well, That's not a secret. That's not a secret. I'm beginning to think there is no secret here. And maybe they were just mistaken, or maybe I'm at the wrong save point. I don't even know. I don't want to use a tent or a cottage and save my game. I just want to find a secret, and if there is no secret to find, I would like to move on with my life. Okay, well, I guess there isn't anything. Oh well. So we can just use an emergency exit, right? Item. Actually, you know what? Why don't we use a tent first? I mean, as long as we're here, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I indeed? Also, someone also made a good point of I shouldn't buy a whole bunch of tents because I need cottages now. And you know, that's a completely valid point that I didn't think of. Oh! I have to change Cecil from the back row! Let's see here. Cecil, become not in the back row anymore. There we go. Okay, yeah, someone commented on that as well. Man, I'm just taking comments into consideration right and left here. Which, I mean, is a good thing. That's... I consistently say, consistently isn't the right word there. Constantly has the same effect. As I always say, this is a let's play, not a let's watch me play. So, your input is pretty much what drives me to do whatever. Like, I take what you have to say into consideration every episode. When I don't have stuff pre-recorded like I did at the beginning of this LP. Which isn't something I generally do. Like, I try not to pre-record stuff like this, especially on blind LPs. Just because that is completely in bad form, because then I can't take your advice into account. So now that we have the crystal, we can go talk to these castle guys and be like, yo dog, we have a crystal. You're gonna let us into the treasure room now, right? Oh, for a second there I thought that was Gilbert's harp song, and I'm like, wait, why is that still playing? Also, Gilbert's probably healed by now, isn't he? We're auto. That's... And oh my god, we are surrounded by women. It's the Earth Crystal, you got it back. Well done. Now what? Looks like you have the crystal. Who is that? Is that Kane or is that Golbez? It is Kane, okay. Go outside to get in your airship. I'll take you to Rosa. What if I want the treasure room first? Is this the treasure room? This is a crystal room as well? So, the Dark Elf, when he stole the crystal, made his own crystal room that looks exactly the same as this one? Why wouldn't he just occupy that room? Looks like you're in a tight spot. As promised, we will lend you the Crystal of Earth. Well, thank you. Yes. Treasure in the basement. What was that? Anything else? No, not really. Okay, well, the treasure's in the basement. Wait. The crystal's power changes depending on who it is that possesses it. Why couldn't I read that sentence? If an evil person has it, then it would have terrible repercussions. Okay. Well, We can't let them have it then. Or we need to turn evil ourselves. One of the two. I'm assuming that it's going to be the latter. Or the former. The former being that we can't let them have it. Okay, where is this treasure? It's in one of these basements, right? You are a lady. That's the treasure room, isn't it? Yeah, you're gonna let me through that door, right? This was an underground prison, but now it's a treasure. Yes, I do. Then take the treasure. Thank you. You believed me this time. Why didn't you believe me the first time? I would have appreciated that way more. I feel like there should be a secret here. I'll do a little more exploration on my... Oh my god, that is a lot of treasure. I might have to come back after I clear out some items. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go clear out some items from my inventory that I really don't need. Go put them in Choco storage. And then I will meet you back on this exact square. So, be right back. Oh my gosh, okay, so I haven't seen this before. I should probably record this, because that is the derpiest looking chocobo I've probably ever seen. Oh man, okay. So, what don't we need? We still need our vegetables. We probably don't need an Arctics or bandana. I could probably sell that bandana, actually. Don't need unicorn horn, holy arrows. I could sell that triangle. Zeus's Wrath and bomb fragments can go in there. We can store our pass. And Bacchus's wine. I don't see why we need to be berserk. Flame claw, dwarf bread. All the rest of this I don't particularly care about. Flame and scape doll. I can sell the great bow. And I can sell that triangle. Thunder rod we can put away. We can put away some lucky mallets and some thunder claw. Okay. And I'm going to take back out that bandana, because we can sell that. Okay. Back to where we were now. Okay, so we are back, and I have cleared out a decent chunk of our inventory. Oh, I accidentally hit the fast forward button there. But as you can see, we should have plenty of space for all this stuff now. And man, this is a lot of stuff. A high potion, a remedy, this is all crap. I was hoping for armor and weapons, and now we're getting into some of that armor and weapons that I was just complaining about. And now we are getting back out of it again. Okay, well, I've had worse treasure, that's for sure. Let's see, what can we sort that into now? Also, silver apple? Oh my god, it's like, it's one of those permanent increase items. I haven't seen that in a Final Fantasy in a long, long time. Yeah, I think that's gonna just about do it. Kuar Whisker? Death comes to an enemy. Interesting. We didn't steal it, they're lending it to us. Stupid game, insulting us right and left. And Ruby Ring is protection from Piggy? I didn't even know that. That would have been convenient to know a long time ago. I'm just gonna do a little more exploration of this room, because it'd be just like them to hide treasure in treasure, you know. Oh, wait, I did not mean to go up there. I meant to look... I gotta stop accidentally hitting that fast forward button. That is gonna be really, really bad. Because that can sometimes lag out fraps, because the frames per second goes through the roof. And then fraps, like, tries to compensate, and all of a sudden when it returns back to normal frames per second, the recording starts lagging like hardstyle. So, I'm gonna... yeah, definitely not gonna do that from now on. Oops-a-daisy. Okay, however... we have our treasures, and now it is time to go back to our airship and he will lead us to Rosa. I rather doubt that, but I have hope. I still have hope. So, we'll find out here shortly. Get out there. Sorry, I looked over at my IRC window and I, like, lost my train of thought. I should minimize that window before I record, because that is just a distraction that I do not need, because there's so much stuff going on there. You're flying up to me in my own airship. That Red Wings airship is mine. Do you have... Where's the Crystal of Earth? Well, it's right here, dude. Follow my airship. We will. You couldn't have just brought Rosa on your airship and we could have traded? That would have been like, if you actually intended on giving up Rosa. That's what I would have anticipated. Also, we are going straight up? What is this? Where are we? Cain! Where are you hiding? Don't get so uptight. Lord Golbez wants to thank you personally. Golbez? Well, well, well. You've got the crystal. Show yourself! You'll find me soon enough. Where are you? I'm on the top floor of this tower with Rosa. As thanks for saving me an invasion, I'll exchange her for the Crystal of Earth. Golbez, you bastard! Of course. Being the bad guy that I am, I can't guarantee your precious Rosa will live. Better get up here. Man, I wish I was a better voice actor. Like, it'd be so awesome to be able to just do voices. Like Pickle, for instance. He can just, like, bust out a Christopher Walken voice out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, he's Christopher Walken. Like, I almost can... Oh my god! That hits hard on Tella, who's also in the back row, so it shouldn't be hitting that hard. But he can just bust out a Christopher Walken voice and be like, yeah, I'm Christopher Walken now. And I would try to do Christopher Walken for you right now, except that I'd never be able to show my face or show my voice on the internet again. So I'm not going to. The only voice that I think I'm good at, and someone else mentioned this in the comments, I think it was Mayo Hello who mentioned this one. But it's like, I can actually do a robot voice. And yes, I can. Because, like, my vocal cords vibrate in such a way, like... So you know how... Oh, I should run away from this. This is a back attack. Some people, their voices just sound smooth, and it's just nice to listen to them. My voice, if you listen to it, you can almost hear the vibrations of my vocal cords, which isn't something you can do with a lot of... Well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, because there's definitely people out there who have the same kind of voice as I do. But if I was just to sit here and go, ah, you can hear, like, the... It's like the separate vibrations. It's almost like my voice is... If you slowed it down, you would hear And there are some people's voices, like good singers, for instance, that you listen to, and that is a door, okay. And it's nice to listen to them. Their voice is very smooth. It all sounds like one note, like when you press a key on a piano, and it's just ding. Their voice sounds like that, and I wish at times that I had one of those voices, because then I feel I'd actually be able to... I would sound okay. Like, being someone who makes videos on the internet, I am, of course, used to hearing my own voice, but that doesn't mean I like it. I mean, nobody likes their own voice, of course. However, that's also clever, that those were marionettes, and now we're fighting Marion. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out. I thought that was clever, because Marion's an actual name. In fact, I work with a guy named Marion. He goes by Nate. But I digress. That's not important. Is this a secret? No, it's not. That was a taunt, which made it look like a secret. Okay. However, back to what I was saying about voices. Why do I actually should fight you guys. You're easy. You give decent experience. That's all that matters. And hammer Marion into oblivion. Oh, we didn't kill the marionette. Oops. I thought that one hit was going to kill him. And man... Oh, I bet the marionette is, like, technically in front of Marion there, which put him in the back row, which means we didn't do much damage to him. Yep, there we go. Okay, no more marionette. Now we do more damage. Life is good. And I was saying something about voices, but I'm pretty sure I finished that tirade. So we can move on with new commentary, new interesting things to say. People ask me a lot of times how I come up with commentary, and honestly, I've never really had a decent answer, but that's something I think about a lot. Like, I'll find myself laying in bed at night, and I actually mentioned this, I think, in one of my Final Fantasy VI videos, like, what do you guys think about before you go to bed? Well, recently I've been thinking about how exactly do I come up with commentary when I'm LPing? And I still don't have a really good answer, because, honestly, I just say what's on my mind. And I mean, that seems like really poor advice, just saying what's on your mind. But honestly, it's true. Like, before I went on this commentary tirade, I was doing on a tirade about... Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it a tirade. On a tangent. And then all of a sudden I was just thinking, like, comments on my videos, and stuff that has to do with my videos, and people message me wondering how I come up with commentary and stuff like that. So now that's what I'm talking about. It's just thinking about things and saying things. I mean, that's not what I'm trying to say. It is, but it isn't. What I'm trying to say is just always be thinking on multiple paths, perhaps. For instance, like, you gotta be focusing on the game and talking about the game at times, because the game is, after all, you are let's playing a game. But you don't always want to talk about the game. Like, for instance, right now I'm talking about commentary advice, which I'm probably the last person that should be giving commentary advice. I mean, who the hell am I? I'm some pretty much no-name Let's Player who does stuff on the internet for people. Then again, I mean, you guys are fantastic, and I love doing what I'm doing, so I shouldn't rag on myself that much, but if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that I'm really good at ragging on myself. But yeah, I mean, I think about the game, but then you'll find me make references to internet videos or memes. Like, you just have to be thinking, well, not even thinking, because it's not something I consciously do. For instance, in yesterday's videos, I was talking about those fire torches, and then oh, that was a treasure chest, and there's monsters in it. Wow, okay. I hope I have an ice claw equipped, and that was a really cool looking flame. Like, I don't even care that it hurt a lot, and yes, I must have had an ice claw equipped. But I was talking about the fire torches, and then I was just like, fire! Because Cunningham Muffins. If you've seen that YouTube video, you know what I'm talking about. Just making those references. You might hear Nintendo Capri Sun make a lot of movie quotes, or references to his memes, etc. It's just relating things to other things. Being able to jump from one topic to another in a relatively quick fashion. That's, I suppose, the simplest way I can put coming up with commentary, I guess. And I mean, for those of you who are out there watching this video who don't make Let's Plays, or whatever, or maybe you've thought about it, I don't know. This last bit of time might seem kind of boring to you. Oh my god, you summon marionettes? You're a jerk. You just reduced the amount of damage I did to you by a substantial bit. Yes, that did kill it. They must have around 300 health. However, as I was saying, that last, like, 5 minutes or however long I was talking about coming up with commentary, I hope that wasn't boring for you. If that advice does not apply to you, then, yeah, I hope I didn't bore you to death. If I did, well, my condolences to your family that you're dead. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say other than that. Ooh, Black Knights. We haven't fought these before. And see, just as quickly as I was just talking about coming up with commentary, you gotta be able to switch back to all of a sudden you're talking about the game again. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I've thought about, from time to time, just saying what has brought me from one topic to another. Because, like, I notice from time to time, I don't know if you guys notice, but you're thinking about computers and upgrading your computer. And then you're just sitting there thinking for a minute, and the next thing you know, you're thinking about what you watched on TV last night. And you're like, wait a second, I was just thinking about my computer. How the heck did I just start thinking about watching NCIS last night? And then you follow your train of thought backwards, like, okay, well, I'm thinking about NCIS, and then I was thinking about Abby and McGee down in Abby's computer lab running a voice recognition test, and then I was thinking about how that voice recognition test would run on this hardware architecture, and that hardware architecture I was thinking about putting in my computer. And then you trace your thoughts backwards. I just totally made all that up, by the way. Well, the NCIS characters are actual characters. That's a great show, by the way. But, like, yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. I'm glad that metaphor worked out as decently well as it did. But yeah, I've thought about, like, saying my train of thought like that, just because I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that how the brain works. But I don't know if you guys would find that interesting, because as much as I do this for me, like Let's Playing, I also do it for you. I'm here to entertain you guys. Also, I'm gonna run away so I can heal. But yeah, I'm here for you. Thank you, Cecil, for taking those hits from Tella so we didn't die. Saved me a Phoenix down. Not that I don't have infinite Phoenix downs now. But yeah, so I love entertaining you guys. However, sometimes there are just times that I talk about whatever and I'm not very entertaining. And for those times, I apologize. Or times that I'm just like, I'm so focused on the game, some boss battles, for instance, that I can't even begin to comprehend how to be funny. I don't try to be funny. Like, I think I come across funny sometimes, and there are some times that you say something and you're like, man, I'm proud of what I just said. That was funny. I don't feel that very often. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, that doesn't really matter. Also, there's so many doorways all of a sudden. I can go wherever. Ice Beast. I don't think I have a Flame Claw on. You know what? I don't want to fight those, especially not for how much damage they're doing. Because I have a lot of doors to go through and explore. I see, count 4 different pathways. Okay, this is a treasure, right? Oh my gosh, no, this is an enemy. Which afterwards will probably be a treasure. I'm gonna, actually, you know what? I'm gonna run one more time. I do want to fight those Ice Beasts. However, I would first like to equip Yon with the Flame Claw. Oh, I put that in storage, didn't I? I did. I did put that in Choco storage. Okay, well in that case, Cecil, I'm going to equip you with the Flame Weapon. Not Legend, Flame. There we go. Oh my gosh, that was a large increase in damage, too. Tella, I should equip you. Do you have any other rods? No, I put your other rod in Choco storage as well. Man, I put a lot of stuff in storage. That was probably not the smartest move I've ever had. Or smartest thing I've ever done, rather. Okay. Gaia Hammer. Speaking of, I was just looking at weapons for Cid, thinking, wow, I don't have any other weapons for Cid. 79. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Okay, well, that's the only thing that was behind this door. And I think behind this door, it looks like that other treasure I could get to. Is there anything down here? No. No, there is not. Lady Guard. Wow, okay. Well, you're kind of pretty. I feel bad about killing you, but I'm still going to kill you anyway. Yeah, and suddenly, all of a sudden, as quickly as I was talking about stuff, I feel out of commentary ideas. And by being out of commentary ideas and talking about being out of commentary ideas, I've come up with another commentary idea. And that's just how I fuel my commentary, is when I run out of... I start talking about one thing, and then when I run out of things to say about that, I start talking about nothing, or I start talking about something else. It depends on how the synapses in my mind have linked. Ooh, yay, a cottage. That's one thing we do need here pretty soon is a save point. Claw of Hell. Wow, okay, so we could equip the Fairy Claw and the Claw of Hell. Hell Claw. 64 as compared to 63. I don't think Hellclaw has an elemental attribute. Well, it might, I don't know. But it doesn't overtly have an elemental attribute, so I'm going to leave on the Ice Claw. And we have another treasure chest. Wow, this is just treasure galore. Flame Shield? So does that make me weak to ice or weak to flame? I'd imagine it would make me weak to ice and possibly repel flame. Ooh, I should actually go into equip, not item. I'm dumb. 30 to 31? Still, I mean, it's a shield that hopefully repels flame. Hopefully whatever we'll be fighting does flamey stuff that's flamey. Wow, 183. I really need to heal. Actually, I really need to heal a lot. Cecil, you're gonna one-shot that, right? Oh yeah, 1125. That is what I'm talking about. Also, that, fire animation with Cecil's sword looks way awesome. Like the fire, it almost looks like the flame is flying through the air in a trail behind the sword. I don't know, it looks neat, in my opinion. And man, these guys give good experience for how relatively simple they are. I mean, they're not the easiest guys in the world. Also, this video is probably very, very long right now. However, I'm trying to get to a save point. That's my intention here, is get to a save point and then end the video. So, I know we're probably up to a good, I guess, at least 25 minutes by now. I mean, I feel like I've been talking for quite some time. However, bear with me just a little bit longer. I think we're almost to a save point. Well, I hope, at least. Either this one or the door on the bottom right, I'm sure, is a save point. So, fight that, I guess. Yawn, how much damage do you do without your elemental boost? Wait, do you have an Ice Claw on? Would that make you ineffective against it? 195? Decently ineffective, if nothing else. 885. Man, good job, Cecil. You are my knight in shining armor. Literally and metaphorically. Let's see if Yawn is more effective against these bitches. Or these guys, should I say. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good job, Yawn. And hopefully none of us die in the final attempt of taking this guy out. And by the time I finished saying what I was saying, none of us had died. And we all lived to see the next battle. Or in this case, hopefully a save point right here. No. Damn it. Okay. Well, I'm running out of potions. I would really like to use a cottage or a tent. Take your pick. This is the slowest way to heal in the history of forever. And I'm making you watch it, because you are going to suffer with me. If I have to do this, then you have to do this as well. This is a Let's Play, after all. So we are playing this game together. And we share in our triumphs together, and we share in our suffering together. No, that's just going to take forever for a relatively low amount of experience. I just want the treasure. Priest robe. Okay, I should probably give that to Tella. And now, let's please save point. Save point. This is gonna become 2 videos before I know it, if I can't get to a save point soon. However, how would I split it? I don't know. I don't know where, like, my rants split. Please be a save point. No. Man, okay. I'm sorry. Seems to be going on for quite some save point. Yes. Okay. Well, next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Blind, we are going to go try to not give the Earth Crystal to Golbez and yet still rescue Rosa. I hope we're successful. I really do. I'd like to have Rosa back. I love having a white mage. A dedicated healer, that's something I really, really like. So, until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're having a great day. Ooh, I did a hiccup thing there at the very end. On, the day. Great day. It came out weird. Sorry. Bye-bye.